and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5. We're doing another rally. Yes, Amy has finally got it working. It was a pain in the arse. Basically, things broke and it didn't want to work for a while. It still doesn't completely work. However, it mostly works. We are doing a rally here. These stages made by Level 8. They've been used a couple of times. They're very, very well made stages. And we are going to be sending some classic cars through them. Oh, that's gone a bit too fast. Too brave into turn 1. Not a great start for me. To see what's going to come out on top and generally have a bit of fun. I am driving an Alpine, which is pretty damn cool. I'm not likely to be challenging for the top spot, especially not with a start like that. However, I like the car. I really like the car. So, you know, we're going to have some fun with it. As I said, we've got a selection of classic cars, mostly rally-based, a few oddballs thrown in for a bit of fun as well. This is a very narrow section. So we have just been running some tests, making sure it's all working on this stage, so we are a little bit more familiar with it. I say that as I run a bit too deep through one of the corners than some of the stages we will be tackling later on. Now, don't do a stupid thing, because the Alpine does like to rotate if you aren't careful with it. We have got through all of this quite nicely. Now, a little bit of a bumpy section for my car. Oh, the other caveat for this was all the vehicles had to be two-wheel drive. I've got, of course, the rear-wheel drive Alpine. Oh, we're sliding across the sand. We've found some grip, thankfully, through there. It's the really difficult thing of how hard do you attack in all of this. How much do we send the Alpine? Run the risk of having a silly accident. You'll lose a lot of time. Of course, we're going to be doing multiple stages. The time's going to add up overall, which means we have got to try and be consistent in this. The midfield is likely to be very close. Consistency is important. This is a fiddly bit of circuit that I've overdriven ever so slightly, but it's fine. We can get through here. Launch it across the bridge. Don't launch it into scenery if you can help it. Still trying to go for full send. My car's strengths here are going to be agility. It is not the fastest thing in a straight line. It's not bad, but it's definitely not the quickest. My hope is the handling will come good in some of the more technical stuff. This section is going to hurt a bit. I haven't got the power to get up the hill particularly well, or the long run to the line. We will... Oh, it's on the limit. I gave it everything. Absolutely giving it everything we can through this one. We are going to blast our way through the tunnel. Come on, Alpine. Go, go, go. Get to that finish line. It is not bad. It's good. I'm happy with that run. That's a clean run for me. Now, the times will update at the end. At the moment, they are all meaningless because it doesn't quite track properly. So, Absol is across the line. We are here. I will go into free camera. I will just give a second before I start using the triggers, because it takes a second for it to count. Glisco's across the line with their car. Let's go and see who might be about. We will whiz the free camera through the tunnel. What have we got coming up next? Rusky with a Silvestra. There is Amy with the Piccolina, or the Brioso Classic as it's called in this. Although there is an official Brioso car. It's a Piccolina, essentially. Quite a fast Piccolina. What have we got going on in the forest area? It's like Chris has had a problem at some point, having been caught. Or maybe Chris overtook Rhett. I don't actually know which way round this one might have gone. Here is the Saab. I mean, the Saab looks a bit damaged. That's had some adventures. Rhett's car also looks a bit damaged. Likelihood for adventures. Oh, Longbow with a lot of understeer there. The blister's very low. It'll be faster in some stuff, but that is an incredibly low car. You'll get a rough idea of the stuff that is going through here. But Mika, wrong way! Mika, no, you've missed the corner. Well, I guess that is one way to do it. You'll get there in the end. Yeah, I mean, it's not quite worked, has it? Oh, dear. Mika, living up to their reputation. Have we got anyone else? Oh, I hear a car. Oh, that was Mika getting going. Is there anybody else weaving their way through? I don't think there is. Okay, Shadows with the Stratos. That is the car to beat here, pretty much. We think the Lancia is going to be very difficult to beat around here. Or, as long as Shadows doesn't make a mistake, of course. Got away with that one as they bounced off the off the rock face. It's a short-ish stage for us to kick things off. Shanos is across the line. We've still got cars running. The times, as I said, we'll update at the end. So we don't really know. We're just kind of here all patiently waiting for whatever. I don't think we've seen Stevie yet. Go through here. There it is. That looks in good condition. That car does look in one piece, which is good. Oh, let's try and keep up with it. It is across the line for Stevie with the retinue. I think there's a couple of different retinues. Yeah, Mika and Stevie are in them. Who have we not seen? Oh, there it is. Hyper is across the line with a very... Hyper's had definitely a lot more in the way of adventures in this one. Still waiting on someone that hasn't turned up yet. So I feel like we've seen everyone. Maybe Ewan. What have we got yet? Also some crashes. You can tell by the front end. Ewan is across the line. The times have updated. It's 7th place for me. Oh, it's close. Really. It is Gliska that has taken victory in the Europa in Stage 1. Just beating the Tropos by thousandths of a second. Dangerman was very close behind in 3rd. Amy was 4th ahead of Hyper. Then it was Longbow narrowly beat me by 1/10 of a second. Stevie a few tenths back ahead of Absol. Ewan, well, we saw some damage on Ewan's car there. Rusky, Chris, Mika, and Rhett rounding out the times. That is Stage 1 of the rally. We're going to move on to the next stage and see what happens. So, we are all getting ready to go in the next round. So, we are near the dangerous road. We're not quite going to be running on that one. But this is a tough stage. It is narrow, it is bumpy, it is quite awkward to do. There is some slight complications, though. With the way this spawns us in for a start line, it is expecting there to be a nice long straight behind where the cars are, and, well, that ends up in a mountain, which spawns some of us in the floor. Now, it rectifies that, and it will put you back on ground at some point, which is fine. However, we're not entirely sure the order of the cars. I think I'm behind Dangerman, but that's all I really know. And the only way we're going to find out when it's our turn to go and what the order is when the countdown starts. So if we're back here and the countdown starts, we've got to rush forward quickly to get onto the platform. Look, it's a little bit janky. Amy's worked very hard on getting the script to work, but it does misbehave a little bit. Oh, I'm guessing is it Longbow's turn? Or is it someone else's turn? Okay, I guess it's Longbow's turn. Right, so we're kind of going to congregate up here just in case one of us suddenly needs to go. It's what it is. Okay, Mika is the next one. We think this is the order based on what we were kind of spawning in and seeing, but there's no guarantee that we're going to be right with any of this. What is my Alpine going to be like outside of this slightly janky start sequence? This might not be a too bad a stage for it. It's a technical stage. It's you know, got plenty of intricacies, and my car is good handling. Downsides, I still top speed is an issue. I would maybe worry my car is a little light at times over the bumps. Probably not the biggest ground clearance, which could be problematic for it in places. It's really a question of how committed do you want to be on the course. Looks like we've figured out the order pretty well. Here we go. We are underway with the Alpine. Let's go. It is the real, like, I say the real challenge with these is how brave, I mean, as with a real rally, how brave do we go? Do we go maximum attack? I feel like this stage, I'm not going to say it's a make or break stage for your rally, but it's more of a, it could break your rally here. If you have a big moment, you have big problems on this one, you could lose a heap of time. And of course, I'm maybe a little bit down in my car compared to some stuff, which means I want to push, but you overdrive the car like that. Oh, literally as I said it. It's literally as I said it. I thought we got away with it. We didn't. Oh, it doesn't like that bump. That is the ground clearance for you, getting the getting the better of me. Oh, it was a really good first sector as well. Very annoyed by that one. Unfortunately, as I was talking about overdriving, there was no way of backing out of it at that point. I just thought we could get away with that speed, and it was not to be. Now, do you send it to try and make up time? Yes, I send it even harder, or do you focus on finishing? Okay, it's not the biggest time loss. We respawned quickly and got back going again, but it is going to hurt us here. Oh, that's fine. We will gather it back up. Try and be brave through these sections where we can be. I've got to hope some others have had adventures, bigger adventures than me, really. That would be ideal. Up the hill we go in our now re-liveried car, but it's fine. When you when we respawned it respawned with different visual bits and a different livery, but it's fine. We've got a tight hairpin coming up here. This corner is... I do remember this one from the rallies way back. This is a tough corner to get right, and I did not quite get the angle correct. Could have gone worse for us, though. It's not going to be a great time, unfortunately, for us as we get some airtime through there. Try and keep the power down. We are across the line, but Hyper has definitely made some ground on us in this one. We now wait for Chris, I would expect, to... There it is. There is the Saab. No, we're going to be down. We're going to be down. Like we were normally in the midfield fight. Oh, Chris with a very big slide. And across the line. Yeah, 12th. I'm not surprised by that one. We lost a good chunk of time. I mean, we weren't going to be fighting at the front. I reckon around the 205 probably is where we were looking. Had we not had that one, there was definitely more speed in that. I am disappointed in myself, really. Gliska takes victory from Shadows. The Euphoria is going very quickly. Stevie with a great performance in that one. Danger Man must have had a lot of problems for the Comet to be all the way down in there. I am seeing... Didn't realise how far that... I mean, I'm seeing body panels off the car, so yeah, Danger Man would have had some crashes as well. Well, it has really mixed up the times. It's Gliska and Shadows at the front. Stevie with a fantastic time. There's everything to play for in this. So we head to the tarmac for our third stage. I find myself between the two fastest cars in the field. Fantastic. Will my car be good at this one? I don't know. I don't know on this one. There are places... I've just seen we've got... Wee Wang sponsors that car. Happy days. The power of Wee Wang is not helping me, it must be said. However, yeah, this course, quite technical in places, will be good. However, it's probably more wide open than a lot of the stages, so my slight lack of top speed might hurt us. We're going to do the best we can. I mean, we've got nothing to really lose anymore, having had a crash on the previous stage and lost a heap of time. We've got to try and make it up somehow, and that means we've got to full send it and hope for the best. There is a chance of more accidents, but, you know, that's the risk you're going to take. I'm going to try not revving it. I'm going to try and get minimal wheel spin off the line if I can here. Try and launch the Alpine nicely if we can. We are off. We are underway in our, let's say, relatively small car. Chuck it through turn one, and yeah, go full commitment mode. Really, there are a couple of narrow places where you've got to be a bit careful. The Alpine, when pushed, will want to step out a little bit. I mean, it's a lovely car to drive, this one. There really is not too many complaints. And outside of getting unlucky with the bumps downhill, despite it being very light and relatively small, it manages the off-road stuff very, very well here. Like, it doesn't get chucked about around as much as some of the cars. The bushes can be a nightmare to cars in this, and I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not that foolish. However, the Alpine has not had too many bush-related issues. Let's just put it at that. It wanted to break traction there. It always wanted to go up onto two wheels. Some of these cars absolutely will go up onto their side. This one, thankfully, again, very unfair race of me, I know, is one of the more stable, one of the less likely to roll vehicles. It's lovely through that section. I mean, it's not going to be as fast as some of the other cars, but it's great fun to chuck it through there. we can just be close to flat out through a lot of that bit. We will get on the brakes. I'm going to coast it a little bit down there because I just wasn't quite sure when we needed to get onto the brakes here. We will go round the outside of that, as we are supposed to. Now it gets into a slightly bit more fiddly part. Oh, Rhett has had problems in this, as have I overshot the hairpin a little bit. Rhett has gone round. Rhett is not having a great time with the... Is it a Machete, I think Rhett is driving? I could look, but I'm not going to because there's way too much concentration in the old... keep the Alpine on the circuit. I've missed one hairpin, the rest of it's been pretty good. And like, it wasn't a big... It probably cost me, I don't know, half a second maybe. Stick. Me saying that is not going to help in the slide. Makes me feel slightly better, mind you. And it did hold. It went very sideways, but it did at least hold on to the circuit. That was close. I found a way between the walls. The car bounced around a bit, but nothing too bad. No, like we know the Stratos is going to be quicker than us. If I see it behind me, I'm not that... it's not really my race, the Stratos, in all of this. I mean, we've not had the bad of a run that it'll be there. It's more like here, for example, if we see it. I'm not too fussed. Now, on to... There is a way to take this quicker. I'm just not sure if I have got the car for it. It felt like a good run. I'm much happier with that. I'm much happier with that. That felt like a nice run for the... not sure why that is Steve. Oh, don't tell me Stevie's disconnected. That might have broken it. Shadows is across the line. Then there is Rhett that is not had a great time. Stevie's on maybe in free camera. Actually, I take it back. That's why that car might be there. Absol across the jump with the Lambo. What else have we got going on here? Oh, Lombo looks like they've had a crash somewhere. This should be a good thing for the blister. If there's any place that's going to work, it'll be here. Danger Man had issues in the previous round, much like me. And the Comet... thank you, Eve, for the commentary in the background. Danger Man has launched, but you can see how much faster the Comet is than me with how much airtime there was. Well held for the Comet, and it is across the line. What have we got left? There is you and that... forgotten the name of it. Coquette. Quite a big car for this. Undoubtedly, as we head towards the bridge, Ewan is going to... it's much more similar to my line, really, over there with that Coquette. It is across the line for a Ewan. Oh, stop zooming in the camera. There is Hyper. We know that club is very fast in a straight line in here. Chris with the Saab heading up. I mean, the bridge is one of the interesting corners, watching how people approach this one. Chris is going to, kind of do the diagonal jump. Nice and controlled from the Saab, not going to lie. Hyper, that's had a beating by the looks of it, but might still be fast here, as it is over the jump. A little bit awkward on the landing, but gets it all together again. Will run across the line, and that... Oh, it's so close on the times. I felt like my run was pretty good. I'm kind of gutted about that. We are really struggling here. It's really close at the top. Danger Man will take victory in this at a 2:35.9 ahead of Gliska. Shados in third with the Stratos, Absol, Hyper 41s, Longbow in a 41, Ewan 42, Amy 42, Mika Stevie a little bit further back. Yeah, I'm good with that. That felt like a really good run. Like, I don't know what more I could have done in that. So yeah. It's a shame when you have a run that you think is great and then it ends up being, I mean, okay, we're not beating the Euphoria or the Comet, but we're like 5 seconds down on where we should be, which is, yeah, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I honestly don't think I could have driven that one much better. I don't think there was anything more in that car. Damn, we're going to be a long way down. We're going to have an awful lot to do and hope for problems as we head into the final stage. So, it is the final rally for us here. We have come to the Vinewood Hills. This is possibly the toughest of the rallies that we have. I'm going to probably complain about my lack of power. However, it is a technical rally in a lot of places, and what might help me more than some of the other cars around here is the Alpine is tiny. There are some very, very narrow chicanes around this course, and things like Ewan's Coquette, it's a big car, there was the Lamborghini as well that Absol was driving. That's a big car to try and get through some of this. So, yeah, you know, there are definitely some things that might be advantageous for me. We're going to have to try and make the most of them. I mean, we've not had a great rally so far, which is a shame. We started off all right. A small error going down the hill cost us, and then I think we just lacked power in that previous one. Honestly, I haven't got a real another explanation. It felt really fast. So yeah, we are going to have to see what we can do here. There is big possibility for crashes for cars on here. Maybe not massive time losses, depends on where you have your moment. It's a nasty stage though, this one. Really easy to make mistakes. That club is ridiculously fast, that Hyper's car. It's really... it's front wheel drive, so it does struggle with traction a little bit, but yeah, that thing's mad. Will we find any cars stuck in chicanes? I do not know. Will we? There's a chicane. If you've watched our previous rally videos, if you remember them, which is probably a better thing considering how long ago it was we did them. There is a particular chicane that you can possibly take flat out. Now, it is very dangerous, and you are much more likely to get yourself in a world of trouble if you try it flat out. I'm trying to contemplate whether it's worth going for in the Alpine. I mean, we have not got much to lose. I'll see how we're faring. If the car's undamaged, I don't actually know if that makes it easier. Like, if we've had a bit of a scruffy run, you'd go for it. Even if the car has, you know, a bit damaged and handling crap. If you've had a really clean run, you might not, because, well, you've had a clean run up until that point, so you don't want to mess things up. Come on, Alpine, go! It's not great up here, is it? It's just not got the power to climb the hill. Thankfully, I think that's the worst of the hill. There's a bit of climbing later on in the route you've got to do. The downhill parts, though, that'll be nice. Right, chicane 1. Oh, we are through. We scraped the rear on the exit, but that's fine. That's not the flat-out one. I know, you might be able to do it if you've got your car well positioned. There is a chicane coming up here. Oh, I always go to the wrong side for that one, which we navigate through with relative ease. There's another hill for us in this one. That's fine. Go, go, go. I mean, we are flat out for a lot of this course, but just lack... Okay, there's more hills than I remembered in this one. This is where we come up to the potentially flat out chicane. I mean, how fast are we going to be going on the run down here? I mean, we're going to be going pretty quickly. Oh, it's not quite yet. I don't think we've got another couple of corners to go. We will send it through there. All is fine. We've got a braking zone coming up somewhere. No, okay, I could have been braver through there. I thought we had a tighter corner approaching. That's the thing. Like, I thought it was this corner here coming up. You don't want to slam into one of these walls unnecessarily. It's really easy to do around here as well. Can we make it? I mean, the chicane kind of pops in quite late. I don't trust myself. It was quite quick though. It was good. I wasn't brave enough. I think the car could probably do it. I'd want to have a lot more practice before fully committing to that. But we chucked it through there with as much confidence as I could muster. It's nicely through that chicane setup as well. It's been another really good run, and I fear we're going to be really disappointed by the time at the end of it here. Come on, little Alpine. It's just this bit. It's just a climb and a final corner to go. But we do not have the power to really make this work. Come on. It is going to be across the line. It is another 12th place. Yeah, it's just not powerful enough. It has just... I mean, we are we're 10 seconds off where we would want to be, really. Danger Man with victory. Ewan did really well with the Coquette in that one. Hyper is third with the club, ahead of Shadows. The Lancia, we were expecting to be a little bit quicker, perhaps. Bliska had a poor run, but it was still a 42. Like, it's really close in that midfield. But yeah, the Sansi, the Alpine, is very, very cool and it's lovely to drive, but it is, simply put, too slow. There is just nowhere near enough power in this one, which is a shame. In testing, it was relatively good. But, yeah, come to the actual thing, it has been woefully underpowered. And I'm gutted because that was a lovely run through that through that stage. But there we go. There will be now. We will have the overall times, because while I've done terrible, I have absolutely no idea where the rest are going to have finished. So, on to the leaderboard. Now, I do apologise. I don't know what's going on with my editing software. It's when I'm doing this, it shows it lined up, and then when it actually plays as a video, it does weird things. I'm going to have to think of another way of doing this. It's a bit janky. I couldn't fix it in time. I am very sorry. But it is going to be Gliska that will take victory in the Euphoria just a couple of seconds up the road from Shados with the Tropos rally. Danger Man is unlucky with the Comet very fast in the tarmac stuff in the final two stages. However, a crash in the second stage cost the Comet a lot of time. It also wasn't quite as good on the dirt, but it would still be under 10 minutes across all four stages. Hyper would go into fourth place with the Club GTR. Actually quite an impressive performance from that car. Wasn't necessarily what we expected up there, while Amy's Brioso would go into fifth. Longbow would claim sixth. I mean, it's very, very close in this section. And it was in a lot of the stages, as you saw with the times. There really wasn't a huge amount of time between a lot of the cars here, but Longbow would be sixth with the Blister Compact, or the time attack version if you will. Absol in seventh with the Torero, ahead of Ewan's Coquette. Mika and Stevie with the two different retinues. Mika would just beat out Stevie with the Mark II over the original. Chris's Zodiac would be 11th, ahead of my Sansi, which unfortunately was terrible. I'm very disappointed with this car, which is a shame, but is how it goes sometimes. We would, though, beat Rusky, Silvestra, and finally Rhett did not have a good time. The Michele GT did not have... Rhett did have a big crash on one of the stages as well, which lost a fair bit of time. But, yeah, Michele was not the way to be going with this one. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.